Ring of Valor.
I know.
This is kind of rough, though. I mean, having the Death Knight being in line of sight constantly, it's going to be kind of rough for him. I mean, you know that it's basically a ticking time bomb when he's going to run out of ways to get out of stuns, ways to heal himself. Yeah. And as long as they can put a little CC onto Glyptic.
Can I hear it for the beginning of Day 2 at BlizzCon? We've got GameSense Deenal versus Yaz Presents. EU first versus EU second.
All right. So top left on your screen is going to be Yaz Presents. Of course, Glyptic running Resto Shaman. Another on DK. And of course, Fabs playing the Warlock. Top right is going to be GameSense Deenal, which is going to be Dakroth playing Warlock. We've got Rodriguez playing the Mage. And to sum up the MLS, of course, we have the Shaman, Drudenhouse, who's been playing amazing this weekend. We'll have to see who can come out on top.
Yep, and he's immediately going to stay back to Big Pillar. I was going to see if he's going to rush small, but no. They're going to set up MLS just right here in the middle, and another is obviously the weakest link in that team, being the only melee class. So
and he's
just going to have to focus him
right
down.
from the beginning, they're going to go straight on him. We see an impact stun onto another, while Glyptic is under an unstable affliction silence right there. And look at that, already forcing the anti-magic shield out of him.
It's beautiful. I mean, 20 seconds in, and you've got major DK cooldown out of the way. Rodriguez taking a lot of pressure from that DK, and he's got dots rolling on him, but he's got all of his procs up. He's got fingers and brain freeze. He has to block, unfortunately.
So early.
House.
Pretty early block, that offensive pressure, forcing it right there. Of course, another's pet is up and is going to charge and get the stun off onto Drudenhouse, it looks like. And one thing to note is Rodriguez playing his best. Of course, he spell stole Fab's Demon Soul earlier, which is going to provide a lot of negative damage on that dodge. But look at Rodriguez down to half, having the ice barrier right there. Gets gripped back.
Yeah, I mean, this is such a difficult match for any caster, Mage specifically, because the cooldown between your Pet Nova, your Nova, and your barrier, which gives you Shatter Barrier, is long enough for sure for a DK to close distance and just wail on you for 10
And look at that,
seconds.
he is just dumping damage into another. Another's life bar is not moving whatsoever.
Yeah,
but Rodriguez down to half. This is a dangerous situation, of course, for GameSense. And Rodriguez getting even lower as he has to block again. Cold snapping, that's it. This is his last block. Sitting in half has not been picked up quite yet. Where is Drudenhouse?
Yeah, and Glyptic's mana is fine. It's not like they're forcing Yaz Present's hand here at all. He throws down a ring. Yeah, looks like he catches the DK and his pet in that ring there briefly, so it'd be good to interrupt that pressure.
Yeah, that was a good AMZ right there on top of the ring, because another knows he can't move right now. Rodriguez still down to half.
Glyptic eating a UA silence there for a second. If they could get some CC going on him, which MLS is extremely
and here
good
comes
at.
those necrotic strikes as they're stacking up on Rodriguez. Rodriguez isn't getting any heals until
a
it's off.
coil at a deep freeze. Trinkets it into a howl. It gets out of it 7k health. Spirit Link Totem goes
saves
down.
the day yet again. Another down to half, but the entire team, another howl going out. Fabs sitting at half right now also. Oh, this is dangerous for both teams because Rodriguez not having a block down to half.
Yeah, but he's got those procs going. He's got some good brain freeze procs. He's putting out a lot more damage than they expected him to. He was kind of meek here in the first minute and a half. Here at the 2-minute-and-a-half mark, you're seeing Rodriguez get a lot of those crits.
And no, he's betting it all right now. He trinketed very early to get onto his target, dumping the damage in. That was a very risky move right there. That Blazing Speed is trying to get out of the desecration right there, but Rodriguez solo. Wow, there goes the Spirit Link Totem. Necrotic Strike was negated right there.
Yeah, Glyptic's mana is still looking good. Drudenhouse, not so good.
Oh, but look at all those dots on Glyptic right now. It is so back and forth. We see a Strangulate onto Dakroth to stop the damage, but Glyptic is in trouble right now. Oh, he gets that counter spell on that Healing Surge right there, and he goes down. Rodriguez, excellent counter.
Yeah, incredible. Dakroth gets peeled off. Rodriguez stays in the fight the entire time. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, but look, Dakroth also very low right now.
DK, what's up?
All right, and he's extremely low, down to 4,000 hit points. No CC onto Drudenhouse right now. Dakroth still not out of it. Oh my God, but damage on Fabs now. All right, but Big Fear onto another with no answer to that. And they're going to kill Fabs to end the round. Wow.
You know what was super great about that whole fight is that Drudenhouse had no mana.
Oh, the entire
It was pretty much just Rodriguez like standing toe to toe. Like, you're either going to kill me or I'm going to kill you. And Drudenhouse just kind of dancing around. And Glyptic just finally caught some CC just a little bit. Just a 2-second blanket silence was all it took. And earlier they had that deep freeze to death coil, which I've been waiting on for a while now. Or at least that deep freeze to Poly. We haven't seen too much control coming out of them. Ring of Valor, however, is very difficult to control on because you can be hit, by that Warlock spell lock anywhere. You can be gripped in. I mean, there's just so many things that can go wrong when you're casting in the open. So I'm glad, though, that they were able to find that opening and really put together MLS's, control scheme because there's such a combo-based comp You know, they get you into Warlock CC, into a Fear, into a Deep, into a Poly, and it just goes downhill from there.
Oh, it's true. And you guys at home that are following along, of course, the spectator interface shows both buffs and debuffs under each player frame. Watch Rodriguez's buffs. I've seen him spell steal many, many things. I said he spell stole the Demon Soul. I saw a couple Riptides that were spell stolen. It's very important to keep on top of those things.
Yeah, you can really put a lot of hurting on the other team's healer if you steal any sort of major buffs he's giving his team. And that's it's a little bit more difficult to lock a shaman out or kind of edge him out using spell steal, but it's always worth a try because you never know what other buffs you're going to get. Any little bit counts, especially for MLS, because what they want to do is they want to kind of go to that mid to late game. They have such good survivability, not on Ring of Valor, but on any other map. They can afford to have a long game, strip you of your buffs, wait for their cooldowns again, and then just kill someone. They'll set up on you and kill someone. That's how MLS works. Thoroughly impressive, however, that they were able to pull that off with all the pressure that another was putting on them. And we saw Fabio almost score a 2v3 kill in Dakroth, so it is apparent that that was a very close match.
Oh, it's very true. That was a great back and forth. I mean, I thought it was going to go in the favor of Yaz Presents for a while there. But DNOT Trio.
Like I said, man.
Now known as GameSense. And of course, you
GameSense
guys following along at home, Yaz Presents might not be a name that you recognize because they used to be Showtime, of course.
Yeah.
When they qualified. Let me get these teams back into the game right now because I'm sure they want to get a rematch on.
So this would basically be huge if GameSense DNOT were able to 2-0 the EU first place qualifier, Yaz Presents. It would be massive.
And it went the other way before, of course.
Yep.
Being up 1-0 on the guys that sent you home, basically,
right,
at the end of the regionals.
And it's not just a confidence boost at this point. It's actually them staying in this tournament. So GameSense needs this win very badly. Otherwise, they really do not stand much of a chance getting up to that top 4 because Yaz Presents, obviously will gain 3 tournament points off of this and further secure their spot in our single elimination bracket. So GameSense needs it, and they're playing like they need it.
Oh, definitely. And you can tell, I mean, all day. Ever since they showed up this morning, they looked ready to play.
And one thing that's very difficult to do as an MLS is commit. Commit to a fight, especially on Ring of Valor against a DK team or a really skilled RLS, if they get on you on Ring of Valor, of course, if the Rogue ever sees you. But being able to commit to that and fight in the face of all that pressure here on main stage and against that specific Shadow Cleave, which is extremely difficult for them, it speaks volumes of the skill here of GameSense.
Oh, it definitely does. So we're going to follow another this time because he almost got that kill. That Spirit Link Totem negating all that Necrotic Strike.
He will not make such a mistake again. Every time I see another talk or predict something, he's just
so the gates are going to open.
Cool,
Ruins of Lordaeron going to be what possibly determines if GameSense can make it to the final or not. Straight from the start, though, another is going to get on his target, and that's going to be Rodriguez yet again. All right.
Sorry about that.
Another looking for his target right now. Again, being able to stick right on him.
Yeah, Rodriguez under a ton of pressure. The Mage is always the obvious choice, and the DK is the obvious choice.
Another coiled right out of that ring right there, and that Shatter almost set up for a ton of damage, able to be picked back up, and of course the DK can negate so much damage when they need to. He's got both pets out, Pet Transform, and the Gargoyle, so they are serious right now.
Yeah, and this is important to note that Fabio and Glyptic have complete control of 2. Absolutely.
Rodriguez down to half right now. Another stole some spell. Can't tell what it got quite yet. We'll find out in a bit when he uses it. Could be something huge. All right, Rodriguez picked back up with Drudenhouse able to keep him topped. It looks like Drudenhouse mana sitting pretty good right now. About the same as Glyptic.
The only problem is their positioning. They're pushed back into their starting area. Rodriguez, he's able to line up here on the door, but now once he's back in here, it's going to be painfully easy for another to just back out of any fight and line aside any damage. And let's see, of course, he's dead, taking a ton of damage here in the mid. Pops that second AMS at about the 1 minute mark. And like I said, MLS wants to take this to 2.5, 3.5 minutes.
I like the line of sight that another's using. He knows that it will be dangerous if he gets over there because they're going to go on him every time he pokes his head out right there. Frozen.
Impressive. Another unable to close distance here.
Oh no, not at all. This is trouble for another right here. There goes his IBF to get out of that deep freeze. I know he was saving it specifically for that. We have a counter spell onto. Might have been resisted.
Yeah, but Fabio caught some CC finally. Starting to see. I was looking for a Fear out of it, but Dakroth busy out in the field, pumping damage.
Okay, they know. See, I really like that Yaz Presents is identifying that was a dangerous situation to put yourself in when both casters were just sitting back there. Oh, this is not good for another right now. He's stuck, not being able to get to Rodriguez whatsoever.
Yeah, this is exactly what the MLS needs. They just needed to survive that initial onslaught. They needed to bait another's cooldowns and just catch him without that AMS and dots rolling, and he will
Every time
follow them.
another goes on a target, the target just leaves the area completely. We've seen ports, blinks, and the team of GameSense, they are serious right now. They're playing the line of sight game so well.
Yep, trading Death Coils there, Death Coil into Rodriguez while another catches his and gets peeled. Glyptic has seen almost no pressure the entire match.
Oh, but the damage onto Fabs, and look, any time that they can cast on a target, life just spikes down. We have an impact stun onto another who gets hexed. He's still trying to get out of the way. Look at that, line of sighting everything he can.
Yeah, Fabio has replaced
and
his
here's the
portal
second deep
back by
freeze.
Tomb.
I don't think he has an answer to it. There he goes. He trinkets out of it.
Yeah.
Rodriguez down to half with a silence onto Druden because he dispelled that UA, but UA gets right back onto Rodriguez. And another, barely making it out. Wow, if that shell wasn't up, he would have been in trouble.
Yeah, here we go. Rodriguez pushing out into open. This is where they're going to commit. They got a fear going on Fabio and a poly onto Glyptic, who trinkets it. And surely they know that. You see Glyptic falling back behind Tomb, where his team has control. Fabio back to his portal, so they're going to sit on top of Tomb and guard while their cooldowns come back up. Another's very vulnerable. Glyptic into a blanket silence. Another spiking down to about half. He's only got UA and Chris Agony on him, though. Dat ring.
Gets ringed outside of it as he leaves it. That would have been absolutely dangerous if he got caught on top of the Tomb. Rodriguez down to half. Going to see a little bit of reset. I'm sure both Shamans really want to drink up a little bit.
Ooh. So Rodriguez goes for a quick block and pops a Blizzard around the corner there just to get him in combat, but he's going to stay in the midfield. You see Dakroth playing way up on that, trying to go for a big howl. Glyptic caught into a deep freeze. Glyptic is having some mana issues here. He's almost at the 20k mana mark, and the amount of healing he's having to pump out, he's only got about another 30 45 seconds of any sort of sustain.
Exactly, and you can tell that GameSense knows that there's no more defensive cooldowns really for Yaz Presents as you see them push up and take the center field yet again.
Zero trinkets on Yaz Presents PS.
Oh yeah, which means if they can get some CC, there we go, Spell Lock on top of Glyptic right now. Another still cycling through everything he has defensively.
I mean, they're just, Yaz Presents knows this matchup particularly well. And you can tell because they've not made the mistake of extending into this. They identified when that MLS was going to push out and go for the kill, and another's done an amazing job playing defensively. But here's that, they call full fear on Glyptic, and it is true. If they can catch him into a deep freeze or any sort of CC, into a death coil, good enough for me as he spikes down to about half, but it's just not going to be enough to really put him in danger right now. Rodriguez taking some pressure from
It's a deep freeze onto Glyptic. He still doesn't have a trinket right now. 50,000 hit points. There goes Spirit Link Totem. That was kind of early, but still could have waited a little bit longer there, but it was good to do it early before he got silenced. But Rodriguez, there goes his next block right there. That's his second block. They know he's a target. They can go on now.
I bet you he's kicking himself for using that block earlier, but at least he gave him that second Icy Veins.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to snap when you know you've got it. And there goes the Spirit Link Totem, barely hitting the third player. If they would have killed that totem right there, Rodriguez really didn't get much heal out of it because of that. We see a stun onto Drudenhouse right there with Rodriguez really low right now. Another is trying to close the gap.
Yeah, Frost Barrier saving lives right there. Big absorb for Rodriguez. Managing to get out of that situation, but he does not need to extend in the middle here. He gets ripped, and that's a bad position
out of line of sight of his Shaman who gets stunned by the pet. Rodriguez down to 10,000 hit points, able to, look at that, get his shields back up.
Almost Doom. Glyptic at sub 10k mana. Both Shamans pretty even on their mana, and probably their cooldowns. I'm pretty sure Spirit Link is still down for both Drudenhouse having used his fairly recently.
Oh no, GameSense, look at the hit point bars, but Glyptic no mana right now. Oh, with the Necrotic Strike stacking up, Fear on top. Dakroth barely picked up, but that means that Rodriguez isn't going to get the heals as he gets impact stun and goes down.
Just nothing you can do in the face of that AMS DK. You know, we talked about it so many times yesterday. The DK is the natural choice here. Shadow Cleave is why so strong against Wizards. The DK can stand toe-to-toe with any caster and negate so much control and damage for a pretty decent period of time. And during that period of time, he's not limited by, you know, say like a Warrior's defensive cooldowns. He's still doing tons of damage. Tied up 1-1, I expected nothing less from EU. Champions and their runners-up.
And you can tell why these teams are so good. I loved that tactics choice by GameSense at the beginning.
Yeah,
playing the entrance. Yeah, if this was old school Ruins of Lordaeron, where they could have had the side, that would have been even more effective. But you saw them control that cone of line of sight. Every time that any one of their players stepped in, immediately they were going to dump damage into another.
Yeah, and that's a very viable and common almost ruin strategy for MLS is, you know, that setup. And that's a good area to be in because if you get around Tomb, you know, you start running into line of sight issues with your teammates and it's a lot easier to get separated. So I like that they stayed in the starting area. I would not have wanted to see Rodriguez extend when he did because another was playing so well with his team. You saw them fall back to Tomb at the perfect time. MLS's cooldowns were coming back up. The stars were about to align, but Yaz Present saw right through it, pulled back to the Tomb, and was able to basically mitigate that entire push out into mid. Another waited for his cooldowns to come back up and just went in there and was a DK, essentially.
Yes, he was. And those pet stuns were so timely. Seems like he saved them for the perfect moment. And right towards the end when...
I like that grip, too.
Yeah,
around the corner a little bit,
great.
just hiding in the bushes. Just like, yo, what's up, mage?
Because his shaman basically fell back into the starting area, either to try to get some drinks, to line of sight. We saw him right on camera, and then we switched, and Rodriguez got gripped out, way out of line of sight with the pet stun at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, he burned his blink on it, but still, you know, you're going to take at least a global's worth of damage from a DK, and without barrier up, you're looking at about a fifth or sixth of your health as a mage.
And he was using everything. We saw mana shield every time it was up.
Yeah.
Anything he could do.
Yeah, definitely got to be max. I mean, you know, mage mana issues are not what they used to be for sure. So he's almost able to spam that mana shield and keep absorbs up. It hurts his mana pool, but not more than a loss.
All right, so 1-1 right now. Both of the European teams facing off. GameSense really needs this win right now if they want to stay in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done all the math, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
It's
I
so close.
It's mathematically they need to win this to stand a chance to progress to that top 4.
It is quite possible that fourth place rather might be determined by who wins this, because if they are tied for points, then it goes based on who beat who in the round robin.
Yep, we'll see that match 1 rule come into effect, and we'll talk about that a little later if it comes to that. Just one of our several awesome rule changes this year.
All right, so on your screen, top left, of course, is going to be Yaz Presents, the European champions. A couple world champions on there.
Valor.
And it's on Ring of Valor, of course.
So guess what? This is Yaz Presents' worst map.
Is it?
Yeah. So this could be rough for them.
Definitely. All right, GameSense, top right, of course, Rodriguez playing that mage, playing phenomenally at this tournament.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's done so well when it comes to playing an aggressive mage. He extends at the right times. He doesn't overextend.
So Ring of Valor,
really
quick map. Let's hear it for both of these teams. This is going to be quick action. So much skilled play on screen for you guys. All right, so right out of the gate, see how Rodriguez can handle this, of course. Straight from the start, he's going to Trinket, going to get that damage up right away.
Yeah, but another closing distance. You see him popping IV, getting everything going, tossing out some spell steals. If there's a Hex on another into a ring, kind of a wasted CC combo there. Would have liked to see him catch Glyptic or Fabio into it. But Glyptic playing max range, catches a fear, gets out of it with a Tremor. And another not chasing around Big Pillar. Not
he
make
gets
the same
coiled. Wow, while the shield is up. Unlucky. Here we go. All right. So another is not... I mean, this is going to be the name of the story. Of course, Glyptic is in a poly right now. A counterspell onto another. He's taking a lot of damage. If they can follow up that CC onto Glyptic. And an impact stun too. Wow, another already using AMZ. We said this was going to be fast. Look at all the damage coming out from this MLS.
Yeah, but Glyptic is just allowed to run rampant over here in the backfield. If they do not stop that, they're not going to have an easy time beating anybody on Ring of Valor as MLS.
But if they're not
getting control going.
Definitely. It looks like if they can't get on Rodriguez, they're going to try to hit Dakroth whenever. But another taking so much damage, that spell log made him fall behind. Yet another impact stun right there.
Yep, he's just stripping another's buffs right now, making him an easier target for these mages to line up on.
So that Strangulate's going to fade off of Rudenhouse right now. But Dakroth not in very much trouble, able to port away. They are playing very defensively. I like this yet again. Of course, his portal was up top, so he was able to get far away from there. There's a deep freeze onto another. No CC onto Glyptic right now. IBX out of it, but Dakroth taking so much damage. A fear onto Rodriguez. Not going to be able to stop anything. UA just fell onto Drudenhouse right now. Not going to be able to heal at all. Dakroth has nothing up right now.
Yeah, Big Pillar's not up. He cannot portal to safety at all. And they're going to get on Drudenhouse, who doesn't have a streak anymore. He's got War Stomp. That's his only major out.
Feeling Totem is not hitting anyone right now. It is completely ineffective. Look at that. Nobody on the... There we go. Now they're barely going to get inside of that and top off those life bars a little bit. We see a fear onto Rodriguez, who's going to either will or Trinket out of that.
Yeah, he willed it right out of that instantly. And that's, you know, he's
but the damage having to block immediately after. Wow. Having to use that Trinket. Or will, which
UA silence right now.
Right after.
He's in such an odd position. Like, Glyptic's sitting in the middle the entire match, just running back and forth. Literally just strafing between the two little mesh gates. There's been no control on Gatch's UA silence, and they're just not getting over to him. You know, Rodriguez can blink over
another's in a ring right now.
it's just not happening. Yeah, they've got control going, but if they could get Glyptic into any CC, I'm telling you, another would fall over without AMS up.
All right, so
We would be done.
Look at all the damage onto another. It's just constant. I mean, as a DK, you know you're going to be focused non-stop. But Dakroth tossing that Demon Soul up with a Death Coil onto
Important
another. These are
advantage.
going to be some big dots on him right now, doing a lot of damage.
Dakroth's pet is banished, by the way, so it's not going to be spell locks there on Glyptic. He's going to have a lot of free reign to keep another up.
Right, so Glyptic back there. Nature's Swiftness
CS.
gets it off, though. Thought the counterspell caught it, but Dakroth, wow, look at that. So many members on the team of GameSense. That second block out of Rodriguez. Dakroth solo. We see a silence on top of him. He's not going to be able to use any of his wards. Wow, with a war stomp on top.
He got gripped and then war stomped into that. Good timing on Drudenhouse, peeling for his teammates any little way he can, using that Torn Racial. Every bit counts for sure.
Oh, so true. Dakroth up top again. Great portal placement, of course, but he has to wait for that to go up. We see those necrotic strikes stacking up. Rodriguez coils in his Evocate, getting solo, and he goes down.
Yeah. He's just right around the pillar there, in line of sight of anything. That's all it takes, especially got no barrier up, you've got no block as a mage. Any sort of hard CC like that is going to spell disaster.
I liked Glyptic's play because of where he was standing. The entire fight was concentrated around the back large pillar, which means he was able to sit in midfield and just max range everything.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that there wasn't